Welcome. It's good to see you guys. Just kind of drinking in. This time here it's such a gift to me to be with you guys. And it's kind of the theme that I want to go into today is this idea of blessing, giving, and receiving, and how it's all interconnected. It's all the same thing. And there's just this feeling of, what comes out here, this giving here, I receive it back and receiving the blessings. And it's just like everything gets multiplied and bigger and more abundant. And I'm just feeling a lot of that this week. It's been kind of my focus. And this week, I introduced my kids to a Lovingkindness meditation. And we actually practiced giving blessings to each other. And so it was sweet, being able to look my son in the eye and just bless him. But what I wasn't expecting, and I'll get all teary, was how powerful it was to receive that blessing from him, to have him look at me and bless me back. I was like, oh, my heart's just cracking open. And then when my son and daughter gave blessing to each other, I was just like, I'm just going to be a puddle and just weep with just like the abundance of beauty and love in this. And, it's like that. It's like that heart openness. It's like sometimes, we send love to other people. We bless them. We give them well wishes. But to receive it back, sometimes we have just that little bit of a block, just that little bit of like, no, I'm the one that just like kind of sends it out there. But to actually take in this blessing and to actually receive that same love is just exquisite. And so today I want to introduce that loving kindness meditation to you guys. And it's a little riff on one that, I was taught way back in my mindfulness classes. We give this, loving kindness blessing to other beings. But when I was taught it, it wasn't included with this receiving back the blessing. And so it was like when I was introduced to this new way of having both, of actually giving blessing and receiving this back, I was like, oh, that completes it. There's something about the connectedness in that love. That it's like, it's not just a one-way street. It's not just me giving out. It's not me just taking. I'm not just taking it all in, but it is this back and forth and what it feels like. So with that, we're going to just jump in and begin our practice. So just beginning to call yourself present. Bringing all of the scattered pieces right here in this moment. We're so busy thinking about the past and the future and the to-dos and the planning and figuring out. And we have this moment, the set aside time to be just right here in this moment, in this breath. And so maybe even taking a deliberate breath, just a deliberate inhale and an exhale. Allowing that breath to bring yourself here, to bring all of your attention to this moment. Noticing your breath in your nose, your throat, down into your chest. Feeling the rise and fall of your chest as you breathe. Maybe even again, filling your lungs a little bit more deliberately as we begin. Just taking the moment to feel the fullness of the breath. And then the exhale, maybe even pausing there to feel the completion of the breath. Noticing the movement in your ribs, around your sides, into the back. Maybe feeling it along your spine. And almost even with this breathing, beginning to just really savor, enjoy taking in a breath. How I can feel air, I can breathe it into my body, I can fill these lungs, I can fill them all the way down to my low back. And then exhaling, releasing, breathing down into your belly, noticing the rise and fall of your belly as you breathe. And again, almost that sense of fullness, of like inhaling through your lungs, all the way down into your belly, down to your hips, your pelvic bowl, your seat, feeling the torso, filling it with the breath. And then the exhale, relaxing, letting go, emptying out. Just being with this breath. And as the mind wants to jump away or do or figure out something, or you just notice it. It's like, oh yes, that's what brains do. They go wandering. And then bring it back to the breath. This breath, the fullness of this breath. And then the release, the exhale of this breath. Over and over again in a never-ending cycle. And then as we begin our practice, doing a quick check, just orienting yourself to your experience right now. That scan through your body. Just a quick inventory, noticing the physical sensations that are present right now. Sometimes when I slow down and settle, I can be surprised by what I'm feeling in my body. And from there, just a quick scan through your thoughts, noticing maybe what you're thinking about or how you're thinking, whether the focus of attention is foggy or sharp or soft focus or scattered. Nothing to fix or change. It's all there. Just simply noticing, thinking. Thinking is present. And that check with emotions. What emotions are here right now? No right or wrong. There's nothing to figure out or change. But just observing, collecting data. Like, oh yes, this is my experience right now in this moment. There's an emotion of contentment here, or an emotion of irritability or boredom, whatever it might be. And after checking in with yourself, that noticing the breath, the physical sensations, the thinking, the emotions, taking your awareness to your chest, to the sternum, right there in the front of your body, kind of centering there in the middle of your heart. And you might just kind of keep a little bit of awareness there in your chest as you breathe. Even as we add in visualization. And so beginning here, bringing to mind someone you love, someone you feel warm affection for. It could be a person, it could be a pet, it could be an imaginary character. Sky's the limit. Just someone you feel warm affection for. Taking time to visualize this person, to see them, to see what they look like, they sound like. Maybe just gazing for a moment, gazing into their eyes. Noticing what happens in your chest. Sometimes I notice it almost feels like an unfurling. Something is just opening. It's kind of spiraling open. And there's also a softening. There's a leaning in, a leaning forward. But noticing what the sensations are for you. It can be a sense of sweetness or a tenderness or a fierceness sometimes, a fierceness in the love and the appreciation you have. Just opening and welcoming whatever sensations come up. Sometimes there can even be a nostalgia. It's like, oh, this is a person that's no longer here. I'm feeling the nostalgia of loving this person and feeling that warm affection. Just welcoming it all. All is welcome. The body can hold it all. And from this place, looking at this one that you feel warm affection for, beginning to be curious, wondering, what is this one going through today? What is this one experiencing? There's so many things about this one that I know and love and appreciate. What do I not know? What is this one experiencing that I have no clue about? What are their hidden struggles, their hidden strengths, their hidden dreams? Perhaps appreciating a little bit of the mystery of this one that you feel so much affection for. And as you gaze at them, offering these words, may you be happy, may you be healthy, may your heart be full, may you be happy, may you be healthy, may your heart be full. And as you offer these words of blessing, notice how the other receives it. Do they take it in? Do they feel it? Do they light up? Do they brace against it? Again, whatever is there in your mind's eye is completely welcome. But simply noticing the giving of blessing towards someone you appreciate, you love, and the reception of the blessing. Do their eyes brighten, soften? Does their face soften or look a little shy? Do they lean in greedy for more. Simply just noticing, maybe noticing that heart again, noticing what it feels like to see this blessing given, received. And then hearing them repeat the blessing back to you. They stand there in front of you and they wish you, may you be happy, may you be healthy, may your heart be full, may you be happy, may you be healthy, may your heart be full. Taking a moment to hear those words, to hear it in their voice, to notice what it feels like to take that in. Noticing, taking it in. Perhaps there is that little bit of stutter, just like, whoa, wait. Or maybe there's a softening and an opening and a leaning in. And again, no judgment, no right or wrong, no way something should or shouldn't be. Just awareness, noticing how your heart responds, receiving this blessing. And if it is hard to hear that and to take it in, you just acknowledge it. And then maybe you experiment and say, no, I'm going to take this in. I'm going to slow down. I'm going to really say this. I'm going to hear this loved one say this and take it in. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May your heart be full. Just noticing the emotions, the thoughts, the physical sensations, being present right here in this moment, in this experience. And then maybe a little bow of thanks, of gratitude for this experience towards this other. Letting the image of them go. And then bringing to mind someone that you feel neutral about. Maybe somebody that you just know in passing. Somebody you pass at a grocery store or an event. You don't really know them, just can picture them. But again, seeing them in front of you. Beginning that curiosity. What is this person's life like? What joys and heartaches have they experienced? What have they had to go through in their life? What's their story? What really excites them and makes them passionate? What are their gifts, their strengths? Just curiously wondering, who is this being? And from that curiosity, and just the open wondering, the giving of a blessing from your own abundance. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May your heart feel full. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May your heart feel full. And seeing how that blessing is received, this stranger, this person you barely know. Just taking it in, taking in the reception on this other's face, their body. And then they offer it back to you. They look you in the eyes. They see you. They wonder about you, curious about you. They don't know you. And they look at you and offer back this blessing. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May your heart be full. And noticing how you respond, noticing how you take it in or not, or deflect it or not, or what it feels like to receive this blessing from this individual. Again, noticing the emotions, the physical sensations. How does your chest respond? Hearing, taking in this blessing. And just breathing into that, breathing into whatever sensations are there. All are welcome. Whatever the experience is here is welcome. And so letting the image drop away, bringing all of your awareness to your breath, the inhale and the exhale. And again, checking in with where you are now. What does it feel like now in your body? What sensations are present? What does it feel like in your chest, your head, your belly? Just noticing your body. Noticing your breath, the inhale and the exhale. Again, that fullness of breath, and then the release into the exhale. And then noticing your thoughts. What is the pattern of thinking now in this place? What thoughts are present? No good or bad, right or wrong. There's no particular way that you should be thinking. Just noticing. And then the emotions that are present. Whatever emotions are here are welcome. And it can be anything from just this open-hearted, tender love to a really strong rejection against it, of like, no, absolutely not. All sorts of emotions can come up. Just allowing and making space for anything, everything, it's all welcome. They all give us facts, data about our experience. They are all useful. And then letting that awareness come to just the breath, the inhale and the exhale. And this little appreciation above, appreciation towards yourself for this practice. Taking the time to settle in and be present and explore. Taking a few more breaths. And when you feel ready, opening your eyes.